U.S. President Donald Trump says that the U.S. Attorney General should release, quote, any credible information the government holds on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In a rare schism between the president and his supporters, pressure is growing to release information the administration previously claimed existed about the movements and the associations of the high-flying financier. Epstein died in prison in 2019 in what was officially ruled a suicide, but his connections to powerful figures and the unusual circumstances of his death have fueled years of speculation and conspiracy theories. After weeks of downplaying the issue, Trump has flip-flopped and joined some of his political allies who are calling for more transparency.
But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think, well, really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it.
And let's bring in Matthew Sheffield. He's a journalist and a former conservative media insider who has been closely tracking the evolution of Trump's MAGA movement and its obsession with Jeffrey Epstein's case. Tell us, Trump and his Make America Great movement, Great Again movement, spent years stoking these dark theories about Jeffrey Epstein. Now he's suddenly trying to put the issue to bed. How do you explain this change in strategy?
Well, so it all began that Trump, he had basically tried to foment any kind of anti-government belief in his supporters as a way of getting back into the White House. And so now he's basically caught in his own snare, essentially. And they believed him when he said that they should be concerned about these things. And as it turns out, at least according to the administration and the former administration as well, the FBI has no evidence that there was a secret client list of Jeffrey Epstein at all. So this is really just Trump. He's being caught by the conspiracy theory that he really promoted to his own fans.
Yeah, as you mentioned, during his election campaign, he promised his supporters that if he was elected, he would assure the release of Epstein's client list, presumably incriminating high-ranking figures. Now investigators are saying that, first of all, this list does not exist, and Trump is downplaying the case. Is Trump risking losing his base over this?
There does seem to be a serious risk to Trump in that regard. He has several former supporters now, such as Candace Owens, who have said that he has become the deep state, as they call it, saying that he is covering up for notorious pedophiles whom they believe to be secretly controlling the entire country and probably the world if you talk to them for long enough. So there definitely is a significant risk of schism over this particular issue. But my guess is that he very clearly is setting up his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to sort of take the fall for him in the event that there is no evidence that they can produce that can mollify the supporters.
Why has the Epstein case remained so central to the MAGA movement?
Well, it's related to a longstanding right-wing Christian fear in the United States and some other countries that they believe that the world is secretly run by Satanists who are molesting and killing children. And this has been a theory that's been believed in for many years. And the Epstein case was kind of the closest that they had gotten to any kind of actual evidence, and although in this case they still have not produced any evidence, and so it's been it's been a kind of a goal of theirs, a white whale, if you will.
And it's interesting to see Trump walking this fine line between indulging conspiracies and claiming plausible deniability at the same time. Is this Epstein moment where that balancing act starts to fail for him?
It does seem to be causing him some real problems with this because, he had promised them that he was going to blow this case open and answer all of their wildest dreams and beliefs and provide them with everything that they had ever wanted. In the same way that he had also claimed he was going to do with the documents about the assassination of former President John F. Kennedy Jr. and also Martin Luther King. And he said he was going to tell people all about aliens. And so, I mean, just literally, he was going on and on and on about all these magical things that he was going to provide to people. And a lot of people, they don't really care about policies. They don't know about them. And so this was a bit of entertainment that he was going to provide them, and stoking their conspiracy beliefs. And now he's finding that looks like he cannot provide anything that would satisfy them. And but he's going to be sure to blame Pam Bondi for it in case that does happen, because I mean that's who the MAGA base. They're willing to rage at him because Trump cannot fail in the MAGA worldview. He can only be failed.
Journalist and MAGA movement expert Matthew Sheffield, thank you.
Thank you.